Hey guys, it's Running Kimono. So, a couple months ago, two very good friends of mine here on YouTube in the couponing community, Stacy and Jeff, both did a reading hate comments video. And I have been getting so many in the last month, so I thought I would just read you guys a couple of these hate comments. A couple of them I'm going to have to give you a little bit of a backstory because not in context they won't make any sense. But I have a very small YouTube channel, but I do get a ton of hate. So let's just go through a couple of them. Some of them are just really funny. So the first one, grow up, you idiot. Not very imaginative, but I thought it was pretty funny. Whenever there are certain buzzwords like idiot, fat, any sort of like swear word, they get flagged right away, so they'll even be put in a spam folder. So you guys have to get a little more creative than just idiot. This is my favorite from last week. I signed in under both of my accounts so that I could dislike this twice. I think it was the Walgreens preview ad, so they really didn't like the savings. I thought it was both creative, and this one does get some high marks. It's pretty funny. And the next one, so you are dead, 5 exclamation marks. Rot you in hell, 3 exclamation marks. So I guess this was written by a Satanist who isn't very good with grammar, so I thought that was just ridiculous. Okay, so the next one is from Instagram, and a little backstory here. Milk and dairy products in Michigan State, because of some trade thing going on with the new current president up in Canada, these sort of dairy products are super dirt cheap in Michigan. Please Google it if you want the whole news story. I'm not going to get into it because it'll be a 7-hour video if I have to talk about that. But this one lady started writing stuff because I had photographed an 88-cent gallon of milk. And this again is super contentious because people get really angry if they see like eggs for 29 cents or milk for 88 cents for a gallon. So this is what she wrote me. It is to make up for the bad water. Just kidding. That's awesome. Stock up and freeze it what you can. And then I wrote her back and another lady back very matter-of-factly, and I said, I'm not in Flint. It has to do with trade in Canada and the new president. And basically they wanted to know specifically where I was, if I was in fact in Flint, Michigan. And I'm not going to tell you guys exactly where I am because I do have so many haters that I don't want that information out. And then she came back with this. It was a joke. Didn't say you were pleaser. Tell me you're not one of those who get offended easily. Okay, first off, that's not even a sentence. And second off, I just love how sometimes if you give very matter-of-fact answer, like I don't live in such and such location and it has to do with the following for the price drop, people seem to get really angry about that. And that is one I don't understand why they do it. If they were writing somebody on a news site, they would just take it as a matter of fact. But for me, it's like, oh, you're being too sensitive. This one has to do with the video I made about if your Walgreens was cleared out of those soft soap hand soaps that were free a couple months ago. This is what this person wrote to me. I hate you for picking up so many. You are greedy. Now you want people like us to go and plead them for hand soap. Okay. Hate is a very strong word, and that video was just to help people out in case they were new to couponing and they didn't know how to ask for more soap in the back or whatever. And I think in this video I had like 4 hand soaps and she hated me for that. So anyhow, I hope this person did find your hand soap, and I did block you, so good luck with those deals in the future. And the last one is a novel, and this had to do with a person being really angry with me about that Neutrogena coupon. So I'm sorry if I butcher this up. It's not written very well, but I'll try my best to get through it. Well, I am disappointed after watching this video. I have watched all of your videos, and it seemed that you were an honest couponer. You clearly thought it was more important to buy 5 makeup wipes all at once without following what the Neutrogena coupon states. The $4 clearly states 1 per customer. That means 1 per shopping trip, not 5. Then you make matters worse. You bought 3 more. Are you 8 person in 1? Just because all scan doesn't make it right. brackets, oh, and yes, I believe you. You showed your receipt. Why is it okay for you not to make 8 different transactions if you are showing videos? There should be more than 8 separate receipts. Don't include videos on your channel about coupon fraud because you basically aren't honest either. You should apologize for knowingly being shady. Geez, use coupons correctly. Okay, very valid points in that. That was the first day that those $4 and the $2.50 Neutrogena coupons were released. This person was furious with me. And I would recommend, if you have issues and if you are a follower of mine here, maybe send me a direct message so we could talk about this one-on-one. And I live in small town Michigan, and at the both stores I visited, I asked the one cashier and one manager if I could use more than one coupon, and I showed them the coupon because they do not like lineups. And if I am there doing 8 or 12 or 15 transactions at once, it causes a lineup, especially I think I was there between 4 and 5. And a bunch of my friends later, like days later, because this was such a contentious coupon, they started going through the coupon line for line, and a lot of them, even people called customer service, and what the verbiage meant, because it is kind of confusing, it meant that I couldn't scan the coupon and then turn it around and then, like, say my cashier wanted to use the same coupon. And it is a very odd wording, but that is what it means. And I don't know. I don't know why some people get so angry with me, and I try to do things above board. And if I can't mention every little aspect of my shopping trip, like I got clearance, I did this. I try to do that now, but I just think it's interesting how people will immediately just get so furious to a level of 10 out of 10, but they can't send me a private message or anything. So I'm just going to turn this on you. So if you were in fact the content provider, would you rather have somebody send you a direct message, or would you rather have a comment that everybody could read? Because what this happens, I don't think I'll ever hear from this person again. They never offered up an apology after I explained it the next day. But it just makes me think that, you know, you're going to write something like this to somebody and then think the next day that, oh, everything's going to be cool and you'll be friends again. That's not how any of this works in life or anything. Even if it's online, it's the same thing. So I would really think about things. And if you are so very confused by how somebody couponed something or how something was done, send them a direct message on any avenue of social media and try and flush it out that way. So just a little something for you guys to think about. I know I always try to say that everything's super positive here. And sometimes I get these sort of comments and they can be rather discouraging. And the last thing I want to leave you with is just to be kind to each other. That's it for now, guys. I will talk to you later.